Yeah, man. What's going on? What's going on? What you saying? What you saying, JK? You good?
I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Summer's here.
Summer's here, bruv. Like, no, do you know what's bad? This wasn't even planned, man. Everyone's legs out.
Got legs out.
Summer's out, legs out.
10 toes out, mate.
Nah, do you know what? I need to get. I'm seeing a lot of people bringing back the Crocs, so I might get that.
Crocs.
Yeah.
It's funny how Crocs came back into fashion, you know, because people never used to like them.
They've never been out. They've never been out.
They
fashion.
were out. Oh, what? What? No, they weren't in fashion as much as they are. Not as much as they are now.
Were people wearing Crocs last summer?
I don't know about last summer, but I know I used to wear them to work in 2012. I rolled up. I was doing delivery. I was, this I'm grinding. I left uni now. Yeah. I'm doing delivery driver for River Island. Yeah, man, just rolling up to work with Crocs. Like, cause I was doing a mad shift. But I had to do what I had to do. I was out uni. Yeah, man, I had to get my money up. But I see that you got the wrong top on, and you're beg, man.
I got the right top.
You're one of them guys at school that's you're Congolese. You're telling people you're French.
Nah, never me. I've always supported France, man.
And they ask you where in France you're from, and you're stuck, bro.
I've never said I'm from France.
Why are you supporting France?
I've just supported France.
Yeah, big up.
Wow.
I need to find it. I was thinking about it today. I need to find the top in there as well. Anyway, it's not about you today, man. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Welcome to BMG show. You know what I mean? What's this one? EP. I'm losing count, you know, but I know it's a big one. I know it's
18.
It's 18. I'm losing count. Like, do you know what I mean? Consistency pays, but I'm losing count. But this is a big one. It's a very interesting one. We're in here in light of everything that's going on, and we thought, you know what? We'll get a very special guest. In fact, all our guests are special that come here. But again, this one today is a very, very interesting one. We got a young prospect, a talented young man in the building, very special, dearest. Is a good friend of ours as well. But passing through today for a conversation, just seeing how we're doing things, seeing how we're doing. He was in the area and, you know, passing through. So we're very happy to have him here. So I'm going to introduce the main man in the building, Mr. Jonathan. I want to say your name the proper way, but I'm gonna let you introduce yourself for the people so they know. Tell them who you are, and yeah, man, let's go. Take it.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Jonathan Dinzeyi. I play for Arsenal. This has been my first season at Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's gone well. I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of things. I've improved a lot.
Yeah.
And
Dinzeyi. You know what? I was about. You see, the freshie in me was gonna say Dinzeyi.
Dinzeyi.
I was thinking the same thing.
This what Dinzeyi? No, that's the freshie in me that I was gonna say. But you know what? The game's the game, innit? That's how you want to pronounce it. We'll go with that. Yeah. But do you see that? Talking about names. Do you see in the news about that Congolese player that's been playing under false identity the whole time?
Agents
that's crazy though. Is it that deep? Is it really that deep?
Bro, the story behind it is deep. Apparently, he was when he came on trial, and something was wrong with his visa. He had to go back. But you see how this agent, the game is the game. Again, they had to do what they had to do. And then, you know, change his name. But the guy just had enough. It's like living a false life, innit? He just had enough. He was thinking, nah, bro, I want to change my name. But credit to him, top scorer, and doing his thing, man. I'm hearing he's going to come through, play for Congo. Then, I don't know about that, but I think he is, you know.
I heard something like that.
I think he's opting in for Congo. I think he's opting in for Congo, man. Big time. Yeah, man. But anyway, as you're saying, it's all about you today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us for this conversation. But you can say, you mentioned you play for my team. Like, I'm an Arsenal fan anyway. Yeah. This guy joined me not long ago. Yeah. So you're living a dream of many young boys. I think growing up, I got a son. Yeah. And my desire is, like, boy, I don't even know if he can kick a ball. Like, you know, he's trying. He's very passionate. It's gone left though. He's a Chelsea fan, unfortunately, but it's gone left for me. So as a father, I think I've done something wrong there. But because I'm a big Arsenal fan, innit? And then he's gone supporting Chelsea. So for me as a father, I've got a lot of work to do in turning that around, because he's only 5. So I'm thinking, But anyway, you're living the life of many young boys here. But just talk us through that journey. So because you're quite young, you're fairly young, you're
Yeah.
on your way up, and you know you're gonna bust through the scene really soon.
Yeah.
That's coming. Amen to that. But just because I work with a lot of young people, and it's a dream of theirs to just find a pro club. This will be your second pro club.
Yeah,
You was with our neighbour, the shadow.
I wouldn't even call them noisy neighbours, the quiet neighbours.
Use it. Anyway, I'm gonna let you run it through. Just let people know a little bit about you, because I know by the time you said your name and you say you play for Arsenal, everyone's like, what? Just turn the phone on. Like, Jonathan, say his name again. We're gonna put that in the app there real quickly for people. Just run people through about your journey and just let the people know how you got there and
well, I joined Tottenham when I was 9, so I got scouted in my local team.
Yeah.
Then after that, I went to like a development centre because I got scouted in the summer.
Yeah.
And they told me that the academy was closed. So obviously, I've gone to the development centre for about 2 weeks, and then the academy's open now. So as I've gone in my first session, they've signed me.
Oh, straight away?
Yeah, straight away. So obviously, I'm thinking, like before even me going into the academy, I'm thinking, like everyone here is going to be better than me, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So obviously, I was there. Went up through the ranks from 9 till about 20. Then after that, they didn't offer me a new deal. So then I ended up at Arsenal. And throughout that journey, like it was tough, you know. Obviously, I had my ups and downs, going away with the first team on a pre-season tour when I was 18 to America with Tottenham first team. It was a good experience. Like I said before, like I've had many ups and downs. I've worked hard. I'm a strong believer in God.
Okay.
So like I've always kept praying.
Yeah.
My family supported me.
Yeah.
I've had injuries over the time that I've been at Spurs. And the injuries that I had were quite bad as well. And they affected me mentally. But having a strong family like got me through it. You know what I mean?
Very important.
And like my coaches helped me in my development. I would always listen to my coaches. Always like watch players in my position. And like it's been tough, but I still got, you know, some time to go, and I'm gonna keep on working hard every day. And
it's actually it's important that you mentioned that you had your family there, because you know, with a lot of African families, that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? They only sort of come through when they start to see, okay, this guy's actually going somewhere with this. Do you know what I mean? They're not there. They're not really there from the start. Do you know what I mean? So like, say for example, they've got a son that's playing semi-pro. They're not at every game. Do you know what I mean? That's not the. It is the case for some, but the majority isn't.
I think that makes me a lot fortunate, because my family will always come to my games. Even when I was playing at Sunday League level, like my parents will be there, or if not my parents, then my sisters will be there. Someone from the family
will be there
to support me. And when I joined Tottenham as well, like away games, if we played Southampton away, Man United away, like everyone's coming. So like I've always had, you know, family support. And during this pandemic, when I play games, because there's no fans, I'd always want to look at the stand and see my family there. But because of the pandemic, they're not there. But like, I've been so used to like my family coming to my games, and it gives me, you know, extra boost, extra confidence.
I was going to ask you that, whether like, how do you feel? Like you said, you felt you've been able to feel that difference when your family's not there. You've been able to see that. You know what? Like, do you think? Like I said, do you know what? One thing, like, just to touch back on what JK said, because I was watching the show the other day, shout out Don E and all the other boys, and he mentioned something like that. He even posted on my story, like he's had to travel from London to Colchester, and he was like 15, 16, I believe, going to Colchester and doing it by himself. Obviously, mum's busy, but like mum only come to the game when he sort of went through the ranks, played his first game. His mum then came. He got man of the match that game, and then. But for me, I'm just thinking, like, there's for parents out there, like when you have your children like doing stuff. For me personally, it just does something to. You mentioned mental health. I'm gonna come back on that. I think mentally, it's just a booster. Like when you have your family just there, you know, supporting you with something that you're passionate about, I think it makes you want to go harder. And unfortunately, not a lot. I think it's changing now, but I think anyone sort of my age, I mean, I'm sort of 30 plus gang, will say that when they were coming up, it wasn't common that to have your parents there supporting you, because obviously we're like that first generations, because some parents will say they were too busy, but my thing is they were never too busy for like things like church, fasting and prayer. They're there. you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like taking your son or whatever to games, there was always excuses. So I think it's, I'm really pleased to hear that your family was there for you and stuff like that. But like, how did you cope through the pandemic when your family now wasn't there? Where did you find your inspiration to like keep going, to stay on top of your game?
You know what? I think the older you get, you tend to just focus on yourself in terms of making sure you're performing every single game, because there's always like another scout that could come and watch you. Let's say you're trying to go out on loan, and the scout's coming to watch you, have to perform. You know what I mean? And obviously, the older you get, there's more challenges, there's more competition. So like, there could be you and another player fighting for that T-shirt. So you got to make sure that you train well and you play well to stay in the team for the next game. So I think the older you get, you see the more, you know, there's more competitiveness in training and in games. So you just think to yourself like, I want to stay in the team. Because every time you stay in the team, it gives you an opportunity, one, to get better, two, to impress your coaches. You know, there's a few scouts that come to games, but you know what I mean? So I think for me, my mentality was like, all right, cool, my parents are not here, well, my family's not here, so I just got to perform well, keep myself in the team, and anything could happen, you know what I mean? Like, a first team staff can come and watch, and you do well, then all of a sudden you're now training with the first team. So for me, it was just a case of, all right, cool, like, I got to train hard, play hard, and the rest will take care of itself, really.
We say you get that prayer, that pre-game prayer on the phone.
Yeah, of course, all the time.
I like that. But I have to say, big up yourself in terms of, I liked, one thing I liked was your discipline. You know, even in terms of your diet, how serious you are with it, in terms of how, I know you was checking the time, because I know, like you mentioned, bedtime, sleeping patterns, this amount of hours. So I was really impressed by that. I was listening and I was watching. Like, it shows that you've got it right. The foundation was right. You're starting right, and obviously carry that on and then keep it going. But like, how do you stay on top of your game then? Because this is quite a competitive position that you're playing. Like, you haven't mentioned where you play, because everyone else is thinking striker or midfield, but you haven't sort of mentioned where you play.
I'm a centre back.
Be fast.
You must be fast, quick. Look at him, 6'3". You know what I mean?
Nah.
4.
Funny enough, I started off as a striker, and then after that moved out to left wing. So then when I was under 16s, I got converted to a centre back. But I remember at the time I used to hate playing centre back. Like, I used to tell my coach, like, I don't want to play there. So then after that, played centre back, done so well. Obviously at the time, Spurs said that you have more of a chance of, at the time, getting a scholar and a pro. Rather than you playing off the left and potentially not getting that. So I said, you know what, like, let me just listen. So at first I didn't want to do it, but after that, learnt new things, just enjoyed it. And obviously now I'm in the position I'm in today, but like, sometimes in life you have to, you know, make them sort of changes, you know what I mean? And I think that's developed me as a person and as a player as well. So at the same time, I'm glad that I did convert, because I don't know where I could have been. And luckily enough, I'm in the position I'm in today. But
no, I like that, man. I like that.
You never really know where, like, in terms of ball, you never really know what position you are until like you said, mid-teens, early teens. So yeah.
Nah, we're all trying to play our sons strikers, B. Don't say that. They're all strikers, man. They're all strikers, mid or wingers. They're blowing. They're blowing. At least, like, you know, they're big. They're 6'5" plus, and they're strong. You know what I mean? Like, they come like me, man. 6'5" and solid. I used to be a centre back once upon a time. You know what I mean? Can you tell? Like, you know? School team, man. Play centre back. You know what I mean?
Gassing.
No, I play centre back.
You had dreams of being Shaq.
Nah, I played ball, man. But do you know what's weird? I'm a big I played basketball, but I couldn't really sit and watch a basketball game. I will watch a football game. But I would enjoy playing. I would watch football, but I wouldn't enjoy playing football. But I play basketball, I wouldn't enjoy watching basketball. It's mad. It's mad.
I get you.
But like you said, so who inspired you? So as you're centre back now, you've gone back from, like, you know, because I think with a lot of young guys, the reason why they like being a striker is just that thrill of scoring goals, isn't it?
100%.
Everyone loves you. You know, everyone's singing your name and stuff like that. But I think as the game's evolving, like, everyone gets love. It doesn't matter where you're playing, everyone gets loved. But like, obviously, looking at you, you're looking after your body, you're looking after yourself, you got the discipline. Like, who are some of the people that you're looking at to inspire you to make sure that, you know what, you're looking at them and thinking, you know what, I want to be like, this is the person that I want to be? Because I think every young guy has got that one or two players that they look at and say, do you know what, this is the people that inspire me, and I want to be like them.
Obviously, at first, like, always used to look at, for example, like the Ramoses and all of them, like the Van Dijks. And obviously, when I was at Tottenham, Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen. And now that I'm at Arsenal, was David Luiz.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to ask David a lot of questions.
Yeah, shout out David, man.
Like, no, he's a really good guy.
He's staying around for the young lot, isn't it? He's not. There was something like that, or not? Was he not offered like a?
I don't know what he was offered.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure.
I heard he's good with the young.
No, he's top. So, like, when I'm training with them, like, I'm just always learning of him.
Yeah.
The other centre backs there, Rob, Holding, Gabriel, Pablo Mari, just always learning. And sometimes asking them questions.
Yeah.
Like what they'll do in certain positions.
Yeah.
What they did to get to the position they're in now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as a young player, like, you have to learn from these experienced players that have done it. Do you know what I mean? And played at the highest level, that are playing at the highest level.
Yeah.
And obviously for David, like, he's won trophies, he's won, you know, he's played in the World Cup semi-final. You know what I mean? He's won the Champions League. Yeah. So, like, with David, like, I ask him a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, like, they're all very good people as well.
Nah, this
like,
is
you could actually go up to them and have like a good conversation with them.
Yeah. And
they would advise you, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I have so much respect for them.
Oh, so there's not that barrier with, like, oh, nah, you're younger, you're there.
Nah, like, it's not easy to be in their position. Yeah. Like, it's hard to get there. And they're at the top of their, you know,
it's quite a competitive position as well.
Yeah, a very big club as well. You know what I mean? It's tough.
You're doing well. You should be proud of yourself in terms of, like I'm saying, like the position itself. Any position, in fact, to maintain a high level of sort of, as an athlete, to maintain a high level. I think it requires a lot of hard work.
Yeah, but of course.
For like a young guy watching you now,
thinking,
having that dream, like that every young boy in you know, having that dream to make it. What are some of your what's your routine, like? What have you done? What would you say you've done and you continue to do to make sure that you stay where, you know, at the level that you're at now?
That's a good question. I've been consistent at times. I think consistency in football is very key. So if you have a routine that, you know, is going to help you perform or do well in training or in a game, you have to stick to that routine. You obviously have to make sacrifices. There's so many things outside of football that, you know, that you need to make sure that are going well in terms of diet, in terms of sleep, in terms of hydration, in terms of just making sure that your body is just ready. You know what I mean? And for me personally, I've made a lot of sacrifices. I've invested in myself a lot, actually. Like, I've got my own PT.
Okay.
I've got I was working with a chef. I had my own chef as well.
Sick.
So yeah, just finding ways to, you know, better myself and give me an opportunity to get to their level. Do you know what I mean? But like, there's so much work that's got to be done, like, to get to that level that, like, a lot of people don't see. So like, just working hard in the gym. Just working hard on the training field. Listening to, like, the players, the coaches, family. Do you know what I mean? But it's tough. It's tough. But you have to stay mentally strong because you're gonna have downs. Injuries will come. You know what I mean? So it's just about being consistent and staying mentally strong and encouraging yourself to keep on going no matter what, to keep on fighting.
I always feel bad for players, especially when they find the momentum. And we've seen a lot of players, they find the momentum and then boom, an injury come, and then I don't know, mentally, I'm always wonder, like, how do you keep yourself sane in terms of, like, how do you make sure that, you know, you're mentally there and then, like, you know, through the recovery process? Because at that time, I know you, as much as thinking about the recovery, you're also thinking about, someone else might take my spot. When I come back, am I going to be good enough? Like, so how do you, like...
For me personally, because I'm so religious, I've always said there's always light at the end of the tunnel. That's what's kept me going. Like, there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what I'm going through, I know one day, like, I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to get to the position I need to get to. Do you know what I mean? So that's the self-motivation I have. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So that's always going to keep me going, keep me motivated. Yes, it's tough, but it's part of the process, you know what I mean? And you just have to be mentally strong, like, to keep on going.
Yeah. So how would you... I'm going to pick up on the phrase mentally strong, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done.
Of course.
To be fair, it's easier said than done. Because you look at a lot of youths today, a lot of youth that kick ball.
Yeah.
They go through it. Yeah. No one knows. like I saw the other day on one football page when you killed himself because he was going through he was getting racially abused.
I saw that today actually.
Like it's mad. Like you never know who's going through what. It's especially like now on young people, like it's getting worse. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's getting worse. They've got no one to speak to. So how would you sort of advise someone that's going through, that's got the same dream, going through like mental problems, and they've got no one to speak to?
At one stage, I went through that.
Yeah.
But like, I kept telling myself like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Like, don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Because like I said before, there's always going to be that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, no matter what you're going through, what I was going through, like I kept telling myself, just keep on going, just keep on going, just keep on going. Like, don't quit, don't give up, keep on doing the same things. Just swallow it in, take it in, and then you'll see. Like, there's always, like I said before, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Like, literally, like you need to believe it, and that's what I did. Because what I went through mentally, like, it was so tough for me. Like, I was broken. I was actually broken. But I kept telling myself, you're going to get through it.
When was this? What period would you say? What period was this?
This was about when I was 19.
Yeah.
I was going through a stage where I weren't playing.
Yeah.
I got sent out to Dover for like work. Oh, sorry.
It's all right, man. Take time. Take time. You need some water or something, man?
No, I'm calm.
Here you go. All right.
Yeah, so I went Dover, right? And that there was like a reality check.
Yeah.
Like literally a mad reality check.
Away from your family.
So everything. Like, imagine, no disrespect, but like being at Tottenham, where the facilities are amazing, then going to like Dover where the facilities aren't the same at all.
Yeah.
So that one there, like, just literally, it was a huge slap in the face for me. Like, at the time, I didn't want to go when they said, "I'll go," but then I just went out and I saw and just it was a good experience. Then I went to Barnet as well. Yeah. Then I went to Dagenham and Redbridge. Yeah. And for me, those experiences have changed the way I think and has made me appreciate the things that I have, the club I'm at, etc., etc. So for me, I just kept telling myself, like, keep going, keep going. Like, you don't want to be, no disrespect, but you don't want to be in that position. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was my motivation coming back into Tottenham when they sent me to them places. Like, I need to go harder. Yeah. And when I come back, things were going okay, but I still wasn't playing, weren't getting game times. Like, I was just stressed out, thinking like, am I not good enough? I started doubting myself. But luckily enough for me, I had a good supportive system that just kept pushing me, friends as well, just kept encouraging me, calling me. Yeah. And luckily enough for me now, I'm playing for Arsenal, so I'm proud. But it's been a tough journey to get to this position.
Yeah. And the light at the end of the tunnel, and the journey continues, man. And then we also obviously believe that, with your mentality, one thing I'm picking up is that and then I can see why you're given certain opportunities, because you got this warrior mentality where you're just like, no matter what it is that's in front of you, and you're just going to keep going. And for me, if I'm a coach, I'm looking at it thinking that's important, especially as a defender. Like, you got to have that go-getter attitude in terms of, because you're everything. How can I say, you're basically there to protect. You're that barrier. So if your mindset isn't as solid as what you're describing it to be now, it's obviously it's going to affect you sometimes. Because there's going to be games where you're going to have to motivate the players forward from the back. So I kind of like how you're learning those lessons. Because what I was going to say to you, because it kind of sums up my question that I was going to ask you, is about what's the most important lesson that you've learned. But I think you kind of what's the most important lesson that you've learned throughout that experience,
I think you can't be complacent.
Yeah.
You literally can't be complacent. That's what I did. I got complacent. That's why I think Tottenham wanted to send me out to basically experience the real world, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, I was like, thinking, like, I've been taking this for granted. Yeah. Like, when you're there, you actually don't appreciate how lucky you are to be there. So then when I went to those clubs, it was like, oh my God, like, it was a reality check. Yeah. So when I've come back, I'm thinking, I have to give it my all. Obviously, things didn't work out. Yeah. But luckily enough, like, I got another chance, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you can't be complacent. You have to keep on working hard. Like, you're not complacent. Yeah. That's what I would say. You're just not complacent.
Complacency.
You can't be complacent.
You're using big words now. Anglais DCC. I like that, man. Nah, what you're touching on some important part, and part of what we're doing here is like to try and share those life experiences with anybody that's watching and has a dream and that wants to, you know, go down the route of, you know, has an aspiration of becoming a professional footballer, or, you know, that's why we have all the different guests in different fields to kind of just share the experiences and what lessons they've learned. Because it's easy, I think, from us looking outside, as soon as you see someone that plays ball, automatically we're seeing the money. We're seeing the money, you know, we're seeing the drip, we're seeing the lifestyle, but we don't really, a lot of the times we don't really understand what's behind the lifestyle. And for a lot of the young guys, I think part of them making it, one thing I'm picking up from you again, and props to your coaches now and props to yourself and your family and everyone that sort of worked with you, is that the foundation that you've got, it's like, you know, the end goal that you want. Like, it's not just about because a lot of young players that I see, you know, you barely play the game, you already, you know, it's drip, it's this and that. So I don't know, how important is player image when it comes to these things? Like, you know, like, is it all about the image, or is it all about fulfilling your dream and you're following your passion?
No, of course. I think every player wants to make it. You know what I mean? I don't think players specifically think of drip. Like, I think the every player comes with it. Like, I think every player just wants to, you know, become a professional footballer at the highest level. That's everyone's ultimate goal. Do you know what I mean?
But what I'm saying with you is, one thing I like is how you've overcome these adversities and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
it was hard.
It's like, for us looking outside, we're just like, we see, even as soon as we hear like you play for Arsenal, like, we're just like, money bags, big bag, what's he wearing, what's he driving? Like, I like all of that pressure must have. How do you handle all of that pressure when, you know, I'm sure it comes like as soon as
it does. Sometimes you get judged, but like, at times you can't really care about people's opinions. I think like you literally can't allow other people's opinions to affect you. Do you know what I mean? I think you just gotta, if you like it, you like it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have the money to buy it,
why not?
Why not, sort of thing. But everyone's different. Like, some guys might be scared to, you know, to get judged by certain people. But I think you get to a stage where, like, you just think it is what it is. Like, you don't really care about people's opinions as long as you're doing what's needed on the pitch. Then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it will do any harm.
Nah.
As long as you're like performing on the pitch, you're doing well, then like, if you want to treat yourself, because it's hard, just treat yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy.
Well earned. There's bare fans feel entitled. Like, it's not your money, bro.
Like,
you know what I mean? I'll do what I want with it.
No, I hear that, man. But you know what it is? I would say, what's some of the best qualities you can say about yourself as a player on the pitch? Like, you know, you're there. You like, what's some of your best qualities? If you was to describe yourself, or if your coaches were to describe yourself, what would you say some of your best qualities are?
They'll say very good on the ball, strong, good in the air, can sense danger, could be a bit vocal at times. At times. That's something I'm working on. That's something I'm working on. Communication.
But it's important. I think that's important. If you're centre back, like, you got to talk. Like, you got to.
But I think
any player,
you know, like with centre backs, I think there's always got to be one vocal one and one that's sort of like. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone thinks, you're a centre back. You got to be like.
But to be fair, like,
you're only talking like that because you're also a centre back.
I'm also a centre back. You know what I mean? But like, once you're there, you got to understand that there's one vocal one, and there's one that's like the. Do you know what I mean? There's one that's the brains and one that's the.
I hear that. I mean,
but I've literally enjoyed playing in the position, like, especially the ugly games when, like, you have to head the ball, you have to slide tackle someone, you have to block shots. Like, I enjoy all of that. Whereas before, when I first started playing in that position, I never really wanted to head the ball. I just wanted the ball to feet. Do you know what I mean? Like, always wanted to play out and stuff. But now, like, I enjoy tackling. Like, I enjoy, like, clattering someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually enjoy it. I get a thrill from it. Or making a mad block. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually, like, you know, get a feel from stuff like that. But man, like, I like defending a lot, to be fair. I love it.
But what'd you do after a good performance? After a good performance, like, you had a sick performance. What's the first thing you're doing?
Pray.
Jeez.
Amen.
Man. So, yeah, man. So you're talking about how like you're proper religious and stuff like that. So like how important is religion for you and how important is God for you? Like
Nah,
in terms of
so important. Like without God, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today.
Yeah.
So like I used to fast as well.
Mad.
So I used to fast, used to pray, obviously praying every day.
Yeah.
I used to obviously give money back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I've got like a little church out in Congo.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What are you saying? When you say you got a little church, you're making it sound like it's a shop. Like what?
Nah, like
what?
no,
What?
just a church in Congo.
Oh, so you built a church.
Yeah.
You helped build a church.
I put money towards a church in Congo.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, like there's a lot of kids that go to that church and a lot of people that go there as well.
Yeah, you mentioned an orphanage as well. Like, okay, so what we just helping out,
helping them kids out as well. To be fair, I want to go to Congo soon.
Yeah,
and just help out more kids.
Yeah.
Speak to kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I think that's important.
Yeah, you paying your diem, you paying your tithes.
Yeah.
That's big, man.
Important.
Man, I had to slap a little French. Do you know what it is? The dimes. You're playing your dimes.
Dimes.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled. You're paying your dimes, your tithes, man. No, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, it shows like a good heart, man.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Clean heart guy, man.
But yeah, after games, I always pray. Before games and after games, always pray. Because anything could happen on the pitch.
Yeah. No,
you know what I
for
mean?
real.
So
Now you're giving thanks. It is what it is.
All the time.
It is what it is. You're giving thanks. No, I like that, man. Obviously, the Euros coming up. The build up to it's been a bit weird, isn't it? Usually, there's like more of a.
I think it's because it was delayed, isn't it? That's why. Because obviously it was meant to happen last year and it didn't happen. So it ain't got the same buzz.
It ain't got the same buzz, innit? There's something about it that's a bit like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But football's football, you know. We'll still watch it.
I don't know. I don't get into it until like maybe 3 games in, 4 games in. Like I don't watch it from the start, man. It's rare because I always feel like that first game's like, let's see what's gonna happen kind of game. Yeah. Even though for some team that might be the most crucial game, but for me I always feel like, you know, don't know, like just let me just see how it goes. Let me just see.
Who've you got to win it?
England.
Of course.
You just played it smart. No,
but yeah. No, seriously, like it's gotta be. I don't know. Like I don't know who I got. Like obviously you got France.
I got France.
Because I don't know. I haven't followed it like that. I don't know who. I haven't followed it like that. I don't know who's.
To be fair,
Germany's looking strong.
Yeah, their teams, they rebuilt their team and it's looking decent.
Yeah. No, I don't know who I got, man. I don't know who I got. Like right now, I'm just seeing how the thing goes and then see how it goes, man. But yeah. But you said I was as if is family allowed to watch? Well, season's out now. Yeah. How you when it's back? Obviously, hopefully things are moving forward. Yeah. I don't know what the scenes are saying, but hopefully, hopefully your family will be back. But how are you keeping yourself fit throughout that off season? How long's the off season anyway? When the season's done?
So we had about 5 weeks.
Okay.
So I took 2 weeks off, literally doing nothing. Yeah. Literally just spending time with family.
Or when you say you had, you're back training already?
No, like, I'm training myself at the moment.
Okay.
So I took 2 weeks off, just spending time with my friends, just enjoying life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just seeing some friends I haven't seen in a long time. Yeah. Just spending time with them most of the time. Yeah. And then now I've literally started to get myself fit again. So now I'm on my strict diet, strict training. So I'm on my routine, trying to get fit for when I go back.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. I know I've asked you about what you do after a game, but I was going to ask you what you do before a game. Like, let's say it's big game, butterflies.
Nah, you know what? I don't tend to think about the game, you know. So I don't put pressure on myself. Yeah. So like going into
butterflies,
a game, I wouldn't even be thinking about the game.
Yeah. So how you zoning out? How you getting in there? We always see you, man.
A lot of managers,
headphones.
A lot of managers. Think about what you're gonna do in the game.
Yeah.
Nah, because I think with me when I start thinking, I just start overthinking. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think for me, I just don't think about it till like we're actually warming up. That's when I would start thinking, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
Warm ups are mad important, you know.
They are.
For me, it's like if I have a good warm up, I'll have a good game.
Yeah, even for me when I'm playing, the first thing I do determines how I'm gonna play. Yeah. So if like for example I miss a header, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like I could have a bad game. Yeah. But if I like win my first header or make a good pass, then I know, all right, cool, like I'm gonna have a good game. Then I build confidence from there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I hear that. Obviously, you're quite young. You're quite young. Got a long career ahead of you. A very long career ahead of you. Yeah. But how do you set your goals? What are like in terms of how do you set your goals? Like your aspirations and
I set short-term goals.
Yeah. What?
I set short-term goals. So like for me, this season was play as many games as possible. Just a little goal like that. Yeah. Then do that, and then once I've done that, then set myself another goal for next season, and just take it from there. Really.
Yeah, that's realistic though.
Yeah,
that's realistic.
Realistic, yeah.
Because it's like goals got to be achievable though, innit? There's no point setting yourself.
No, but sometimes you have to set yourself goals that you think you can't achieve, so it makes you work towards that. So
you think so?
Yeah, when you achieve something, it's still big, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's still got to be realistic though, regardless of how big it is.
Realistic.
When I say realistic in the sense of where you still got to have a way where you think, all right, cool. I know this looks mad, but
let's say
I'm
someone like
do
Ronaldo, like,
do
you think when he said to himself, I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or, do you think that was realistic? Because he was probably thinking that from young, Ronaldo.
Yeah, but he was the baller though. I think
there's
once
a lot of ballers out there.
He was a baller. Like, I think with him, it was only a matter of time though, man. I think it's only a matter of time before he like broke through. Like and look at that game that they played against Man United and that made Man United sign him.
I'll give you another example. Yeah,
crazy.
Mbappe. Did you think he was going to win the World Cup at
that age that he did? Okay, so you mean like a long-term goal in terms of saying this is what I want to do one day, and then it doesn't. What is that? What you mean? So like, say to yourself, I want to win the World Cup, or I want to have this or that, which may be not achievable now, but I know that one day it will happen. That's what you mean, like that. Yeah, but that's still, it's fairly realistic. Like, he's a baller, bruv. These people that you're mentioning, they're ballers. So with Mbappe, maybe not happening at whatever age it happened, but it would have happened at some point.
He won the World Cup as a teenager, bro.
That's a madness. That's a madness. And I felt for him.
Could have got player of the tournament as well.
Yeah, he got shagged though.
And wore the number 10 shirt.
He got shagged.
Like 19 for France.
The system's rigged.
He did this thing.
The system's
He
rigged.
did this thing.
They robbed him and Lewandowski.
He did this thing.
Robbed him.
One thing I'm gonna ask you that's serious, and I feel like a young player out there or a young man out there needs this lesson, because again, I spoke on your discipline, which is something that I command a lot, and I feel like it's credit to your family again, your coaches, your environment, they've done well. But what's the one advice you can give a young man? Because all of a sudden, you're 16, 17, 18, 19, you sign that contract now, you're seeing, we have to address it, you're seeing more money than you've ever seen before. Yeah? So how are you making sure that you're staying disciplined to think that, you know what, like you said, you're not getting complacent thinking, the money's coming in, because it's easy to do that. And then one day, this could not be here. Do you know what I mean? So how are you staying disciplined and making sure that you're managing your money well, even at a young age? You're making sure that your financial management is tight to make sure that you're not doing anything crazy.
To be fair, my sister manages all of that. Because I think when you're young, you wanna buy like mad clothes. You wanna get a mad car. You wanna get a mad watch. All of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes if you have someone that has if you have someone that's an older figure in your family, I think they're more wise, so they would always encourage you to spend your money wisely. Because if
I never had in the building as well, so shout out your sister.
If I never had my sister, bro, what I'll be spending would be crazy. Do you know what I mean? But
DXB.
obviously,
DXB to and from doing borrows.
Because obviously, like my sister controls that, so. She's letting me know how much I spent, if it's necessary to spend it, or if not, then don't do it.
She's doing that Monzo fee. That financial report.
It's important though.
Hey, you spent too much.
She might as well make up.
No more brunches, man. No more Dubai. No more Dubai for this week, man. Come on. Nah, for real. Nah, it's important because, like I said, as much as we're here having fun, but like I said, we want to convey a message to our audience. Because, like I said, everyone sees a footballer, everyone sees money, everyone just sees spend. Like, if you was back home, mate, you would have like, give me. So it's important. So one thing I'm picking up in what you said is obviously you're strong in your belief. The second thing is that you're quite disciplined. Third thing, your consistency and having good people around you is keeping you going. So that's important. but hard work as well. You're working in the off season. You're not just waiting for the season to come back. And then when you're doing fitness, like you can just tell that this guy's been eating one too many burgers. He's been to Dubai too much. Like it's important. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you go back like from a holiday, like sometimes, bro. I think if one thing I've noticed, I'm on my fitness journey. I think I've done quite well the past 6 weeks, 8 weeks. But like you take a few days off and you go for your usual jog, bro, you're feeling it.
Nah, bro,
you're feeling it. So I can't even imagine athletes at a high level doing that.
You see, when you have your break, when like you're not doing nothing, to try and get back fit, like it's so hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So hard.
I can imagine.
They say it takes like 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Realistically,
it's
like
hard. And then when you play your first match, when
you
play your first match,
your chest is hot.
Bro, I can imagine.
Your chest is hot.
I can imagine.
Crazy.
I can imagine.
Crazy.
I can imagine, man.
Match.
So I can't even lie to you. I can imagine.
Yeah.
What if you could play another sport? What would it be, bro?
Basketball.
Bro, obviously you're 6'5", so of course
Basketball, bro.
you're 6'5".
I would say the same, you know.
Yeah,
I would say the same.
Why you not basketball guy? No, you got the height. You're what 6'3".
I'm not 6'3".
Hey, you lot embrace it, bro. You're 6'.
I'm not 6'3". I'll be honest.
I'm 6'5".
I'm like
You lot
6'1",
say
6'2".
I'm 6'5".
I'm like 6'1", 6'2".
Nah, he's 6'1". He's 6'1". Will you 6'4"?
I'll be honest.
Yeah, 6'4".
Nah, I hear that. Nah, we're here, man. We're here. Obviously, like you said, we've spoken on like your aspiration, we've spoken on your journey, which is quite inspiring, really. Like it said, like one of the things, I just like how composed and relaxed and disciplined you are. Again, I keep saying that there, for your coaches to take that in. But like, what's when you're at the biggest stages, like in terms of like, you know, do you get to? So how do you guys prepare for like big games and stuff like that? In terms of like on your, how do you know when you're playing and when you're not playing? Like, how
so
does that
usually
work?
You come in the morning, depending on what time kickoff is.
Yeah.
So obviously, usually you'll come in, you have a pre-match meal.
Yeah.
Then you'll have a team meeting.
Yeah.
So then you'll know if you're starting or not, because obviously they'll say the team.
Yeah.
And then
also you don't even know from the night before.
No. You'll do like shape work, but sometimes they might, you know, give it away the starting team.
Work, bro?
So like tactics basically tactics.
Oh, right.
Of, you know, how we're gonna play against opposition.
Yeah.
Sometimes they change it. Sometimes you might know the starting 11. Sometimes you might not. Do you know what I mean? But a few hours before kickoff, we have the meeting, and then they'll tell us the starting team, who's on the bench or whatnot. Then after that, you go to the game. Yeah. And then in the change room, you basically do your own thing till you warm up and then kick off.
So if you're not in the bench,
bro, when you're on the bench, when you just see your name on the bench, your emotions like it's a chest shot, you know.
Head loss. Like, especially when you've been starting.
Yeah.
Or like you feel like, raw, like
you start questioning yourself.
Yeah, like, I've been training well. When I started,
your ego's dented.
I know I have talent. But where my talent is leading me.
You're very funny today, man. I like that. Yeah. No. Oh, so what? Because I used to think like, how do these man find out? Like, you know what I mean? Just turn up and that's interesting, though. That's interesting. You know, to be fair, it's the same as basketball, really. Like the starting five, you don't really know. Like you guys is even the few hours before. Like you be doing the warm up. You going hard. This is me. I'm going hard. Blah blah blah, bro. And I know I've had a good. Sometimes you know it's not gonna be you because you haven't had good training, and you know the coach was just like getting onto you throughout. But then, bro, with basketball it's usually we're gonna go with Jonathan, Randy. And bruv, when your name's not called up and everyone else is, after all that warm up, you're warm now. You got to put on that jacket. You're cold again, bruv. That's I get the feeling, man. You're just there thinking, hey, when am I? Especially if now you know you're better than the person playing your position. Yeah. And then they're messing up, and you're looking at the coach like, bruv, like put me on. With basketball, it just doesn't work like that, man. But I get that, man.
You still got a shower after the game as well.
But do you know what? What's the mad thing? These lot were telling me that even the ones that don't play. They've got to do that mad warm down after cool down. Sorry, warm down. Whoa, freshie. Cool down after the game. Yeah,
that one you do runs, innit? But like,
I see them blowing.
So frustrated though.
I see them blowing
because it's like this. Nah, it's tough though. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want to play, and then you just when you're on the bench, you just know after the game you're running.
Yeah.
And that's what frustrates you. Like, just like, I want to play.
Man, the runs are harder than the actual game.
Yeah, I know. I seen them.
The runs are
I
blowing,
seen them. They're blowing. They're blowing.
The runs are blowing.
They're blowing, man. They're blowing.
Especially when it's cold. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hits you more when it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah. No, I hear that, man. But you know what? What's the chemistry like? You know, when you're obviously everyone's there to achieve their goals, but how do you guys build? Is there like certain players that you know you?
Nah, like in football, everyone's a family. Like everyone's cool. There's no like personal like you know arguments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. You know, like everything's calm. Like everyone's calm. Everyone shows each other love. Everyone tries to encourage one another.
Yeah.
There's not like anyone that hates on each other. Like it's not that. Do you know what I mean? Although we're in competition, but like everyone just shows each other love. Like for me personally, if my friend is playing and I'm on the bench, I would obviously support him and encourage him. Like do your thing, bro, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's no like, oh my gosh, like
sick.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real, man. Yeah. But bro, we got a lot of. We're gonna let you go shortly because we know you need to. You need to go get your sleep on, and we don't want to mess up the sleeping pattern. Yeah. But inside of everything that's going on, there's a lot of. Do you know what? I want to shout out my boy Daps. I want to shout out Pounds with the What You're Doing challenge where it started. What do you think? Like, what's your opinion on what's happening now with a lot of the gangs and a lot of the young people being influenced by the wrong people and stuff like that? What do you think we can do? And you, obviously, God willing, you know, what are some of the things that you think you're gonna do to help, you know, people behind you? What looking up?
To be fair, one of my goals was like to always like chat to like people in that sort of position, just to advise them like there's bigger things to do. Do you know what I mean? Like there's different ways of making like legit money. Do you know what I mean? Like there's different ways. I know it's hard. But like there's a better way of, you know, putting yourself out there in a position where like you could end up, you know, getting hurt. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But do you think they might look at you like, oh, shut up, man, you play football, so what can you tell me? Like you've made a lot of money.
Because there's a certain way of speaking to someone. Do you know what I mean? Or like you never like could help them as well. You know, like speaking to people that I might know that could, you know, help them get into something that they're interested in getting into. Do you know what I mean? Because to be fair, I know a lot of people, if they had the opportunity, they would want to make, you know, legit money, and they don't really want to be putting themselves in a position to get hurt like that. Do you know what I mean?
Change is a process, though, isn't it?
It's got to start somewhere. I like that. No, it's good, man. We're over here trying our thing. There's something that you guys got lined up, but that's coming up, innit? Like in the summer. That summer's here, brother. What are we saying? What's that project?
Well, hopefully this summer, anyways. Hopefully this summer we're lining up like a sort of football tournament. Yeah, you're more than welcome to watch, by the way.
Just for sure.
Come and watch.
Support.
Come and support, man. Come and watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
We're gonna give out more details soon. We don't want to say too much, man. We don't want to say too much. But we hear that, man. Listen, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, we don't want to. We don't want to mess up your sleeping pattern. Like we want to keep it going. We want you to. Any final words from you, man? Any final words to people watching? Because you know, I know you gotta go get your sleep on. Any final words? Yeah, just work hard, keep going. Like I said, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Light. I like that one. You know, that light. We might call this one the light at the end of the tunnel. That might be EP18. Light at the end of the tunnel. Because you know you mentioned it so much. I think what you say, might as well start a clothing line. Light at
the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, man, what you say, JK? Any final words from you, mate, before we sign out?
No, not really. Like you said, just keep your head up. You know, change is a process. You might not change today, but gradually, you know, take the time to actually build yourself and who you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got to ask you this though, man. Like a lot of people don't know. You got to let them know what you're obviously British of Congolese origin, right?
Yeah, parents are from Congo.
Yeah, parents are from Congo. You're born here, like so. How proud are you, like, to be from that heritage, though? Because I know there's enough for you young cats. Like we've worked hard to make sure that you're screaming Congo, but you guys are still, you know. I've worked hard, bro. I've worked hard. I was Jamaican for too long for you lot to deny being Congolese. I was Jamaican for too long, bro. Like you lot got be proud, man. Be proud.
I am. I've got a lot of Congolese friends.
Is enough man in the academy that
Arsenal.
The Congolese. There's a few, isn't it?
Nah,
Is it?
Nah, you know.
It's not.
Nah.
Nah, we need to do better, bro.
Maybe like under 16s and stuff.
Yeah.
But from 18s, 23s and first team, nah.
You wouldn't
I wish there was though.
We need to get one in there.
You wouldn't really find Congolese like ballers. They're more like France and Belgium.
Yeah.
Nah, there is a lot here though. You know, championship. There's a few.
There's a few.
They're just, that's what I'm saying. They're not being Congolese, bro. They're still. You know, they're not even. I don't even know what they are. Like they're still hiding their identity, and then until certain things happen, then they all come out Congolese. And like, bro, I swear you was Asian the other day, bro. Like, I swear I could have swore you said you're from Barbados, but all right, we moved. You know what I mean? They just we just blend in, innit? We just blend in, and then when certain things happen, then we start coming out, and then you know what I'm saying, proudly saying we're Congolese, but it is where it is. The game's the game, innit? We're waiting for you lot. Like, we're gonna wait for you lot to make your right decision and come, you know, like, you know, to represent the Congo. But like, yeah, man, it's been a pleasure having you here. Like I said again, I keep banging on. Like, one of the things that I appreciated with you is just your discipline. And like I keep saying, the stars the limit for you. Like, I think, like I said, anyway, like without saying too much, like I think you're gonna go with that kind of mindset. I think you're just gonna go and reach your goals. You're very humble with it. Very humble with it. Like, with everything that you got going on, like, you're not screaming like, hey guys, I play football. Hello, like you're not screaming that. Like, you see, there's enough guys that you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not, and your family ain't trying to do that either. And I think that's key. And I'm gonna say to them, keep doing that, because not only that they're protecting you, there's so many evil eye out there. Like, you know, like you got girls that, like, for example, or even guys that their brother barely made it, like, but they're already just exposing them. And people are just evil eye, because even if a guy could be academy, but the fact that the family just bigging them up, everyone's like, what? So what? They think that what? They just start saying a lot of negative things towards you, and then before you know it, this injury, that injury. So one of the things I'm gonna say, man, like, stay humble, keep doing what you're doing, and your family, again, 10 points, 100 points to them for what they're doing, and just don't change, man. Keep being yourself. Like, we're here behind you. Like, we'll buy the shirts when we'll buy the shirts, and I need to get the new one, actually. I need to get the new one. Even though I said I wasn't, I need to get the new one. Even though I said I wasn't gonna get it, but I am gonna get it. I think I'm gonna give us this season. I think this season we can do the business. We can do the business this season, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, let's go. We're all behind you.
God willing.
We're all behind you. Nah, man, looking forward to see it, because I think your time will come soon. I think that there'll be an opportunity soon. Like I'm seeing like a cup game or something coming up really soon, man. So
we'll see.
Stay prayed up, stay working hard. Man, and connect, man. Hit us up. Like, we got a PT in the building as well. So if you need some work done, shout us out, man. We got a PT in the building. So if you need work done, man, you know how the game goes already. Anyway, man, we're signing out, JK.
Yep, man.
Yeah, peace out. Thank you
for coming.
Thank you for tuning in, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the gram. Subscribe on Instagram. Follow Jonathan. What's your app, bro?
Jonathan Dinzeyi. My name.
You know, you see Dinzeyi? Yeah, I swear to you, I'm gonna spell it as D-I-N.
Z-E-Y-I.
No, wait, no. By the way you're saying it in English, like a man will
Silent
spell it as D-I-N.
Z-I.
Z. No, you wouldn't do Z-I. You would do. There would be a Y there somewhere.
No, if he told me that, I would put D-I-N-Z-I.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, well, how are we spelling it? Jonathan.
D-I-N-Z-E-Y-I.
Dinzeyi. Well, peace out, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Love, man. Until next time.
Cheers.
Your shout out heaven above, as always, man. My guy. You know what it is. Peace.
Nice.
What was you saying? Like,
He does know what time it is.
I didn't know. I was so.